All right, day 2 and the last day with Maria, just hanging out with her little wood pile here. And we just caught up after having left her alone, given her some space last night. And she's already shared, I didn't even ask her, but she's already been sharing like her biggest takeaways. And what's really fun about that is like, she's feeling it. She's totally feeling it. And she was so excited just to see us this morning and just say, look, this is what I'm learning so far. And I love that. And one of her very biggest takeaways is that the hardest part for her was just the idea of the whole thing. It was so daunting. She spent the last 18 years just shoving these bins full of stuff off to the side and just ignoring them because they completely weighed her down. That has changed. Yesterday was a total turning point for Maria. She has learned that when you have a system and you know kind of what steps to follow, that's it. That's it. That is like the biggest key to what she's discovering about her own success with this process. So I have other things I want to share with you, but I'm going to go back inside and help her. I'm going to actually teach her the app, the Project Life app, and then I'll share more later.
Oh, how easy.
And then you can go back again and you can change the color at the color wheel. Yeah. And it's only going to bring up colors that match the card. Yep.
Doesn't that make it easy?
Yes. How are you feeling about this?
I really like it. It's fun. Right order. So if I want to move this up here, whoops, dang it.
Tap and hold. And there you go. And rearrange.
Oh,
and it automatically
it'll swap things out. Oh, perfect.
So you didn't lose anything.
And I only had to make one move for 2 things to happen.
Right click on it. By the way, you'll notice if we go to, let me show you this. Let's go to Dropbox.com. If we go out to your Dropbox.com account, so if you, yes and no, the albums themselves won't go away. They'll remain there, but they're going to be empty because the pictures have been removed.
Okay.
So in that case, you could just go. So this is the last one that I'm going to do. I'm going to have to do it in the next batch.
How you doing, Molly?
Yeah. Great. Just
on a roll. Look at all this. Is this still to be done?
No, this is all
This is all done. So Molly's taking more pictures today. So while Maria's on the phone with Kevin and Molly's taking all of those pictures, I just wanted to step outside and just explain a couple of things to you. First of all, Maria, I already said yesterday, she's so awesome. This is what makes her even more awesome. Before we even did this project photo rescue with Maria and just our initial conversations with her, we explained that it was completely up to her whether or not we share this with people publicly, completely her choice. As the day went on yesterday, and then this morning as we showed up at her house, she was telling us that even though it's not her favorite thing in the world to be in front of a camera, even though she's so beautiful, she feels so excited about the idea of knowing that sharing her experience with Project Photo Rescue is helping other people. And you guys, she's not here on Instagram. She's not on YouTube or Facebook or anywhere. She doesn't do social media. So she, even without knowing really like how many people are watching or if people are gaining anything from this, she's feeling that. She's feeling it without me prompting it. She's feeling in her heart that what she's going through can help other people. So that's just the first thing I wanted to mention really quick. Second of all, my brother Kevin, loud truck. My brother Kevin is a rock star. I know I talk about him a lot, but when it comes to technology, I can't fix my hair while I'm filming. Sorry. Okay, so what I was saying is that with this whole process, I know my limits. I know my skill sets, I know what I know, and I know what I don't know. And when it comes to technology, Kevin, help us! So the second Maria started asking me questions about certain things on like where her pictures are stored in her computer and what is Dropbox and just kind of going into all of that, that's why we called Kevin. She's still on speakerphone with him right now, and it's going really, really well. He's actually gained remote access of her computer to help her find some things, and she's figuring out how to move things from iCloud photos to Dropbox to have another place of backup. And anyway, I'm thankful for Kevin, but not as thankful as Maria. At one point when he was doing something on her computer, she looked at me and was like, I can't believe he's helping me. I'm learning so much. She's just thankful. It's so sweet. While Maria is working on some organizational things over here, she's kind of got a couple different things going with physical stuff, and then she's also got her computer working on some of the stuff that Kevin has her set up with, between downloading, backing up. So just to pan like the space that we're talking about here, we're in Maria's basement, and she's got this great situation of having a ping pong table and a table that she used years ago for stained glass. So this is her designated table for the work in progress in terms of like whatever she's working on. We opened up some Project Life core kits. She has each of the stages of Tommy's life laid out here. And this is where she is actively working on slipping photos and stuff into page protectors. And not just the page protectors, but also memorabilia in the envelope page. Let me get to that part. This is forever one of my favorite things that we make. It's the envelope page. It holds memorabilia. It has the 3 holes that fit in the rings. It's available in different sizes so that you can put different sized stuff in there. And then over on the ping pong table, Maria has continued with her organizational, you guys know how it is, like it's organized chaos because it's covering the table, right, Maria? Like a total, like it's mess that makes sense. And then there's this air hockey table, which was completely covered with Tommy's artwork yesterday, which is no longer. Now we've moved on to Danny's stuff because all of Tommy's stuff has been photographed. And you did. It's been apped. I didn't know the word for that. Maria, what'd you learn today?
I learned how to put everything in the app today, and it really took about 5 minutes. It was so easy.
Yeah, super easy. So now she's totally equipped to know how to make those Project Life app pages herself. Oh, hi, Dango. Hi, puppy. What do you think about all this, huh? Exciting stuff? Maria and I were just talking about just things that she's learning and, just kind of what she's figuring out about her system. Let me point out something that I totally use when I catch up on my kids' albums that she is definitely implementing. First of all, Post-it notes, okay? So I don't care what they look like. I don't care what your handwriting looks like. Use sticky notes to temporarily label the different ways that you're sorting stuff. It helps tremendously. Second of all, a list of some kind that then translates to the Post-its. Notice how Maria has written out not just the years of their life, but the grade that they were in. And I would even add a teacher's name to that list. So the reason for that is that whenever she comes across anything in any pile, and if there's any sort of indication on it, whether it's a grade or teacher's name or school year or whatever, she doesn't have to think about it and do the math. She can just put it directly in that pile because it's labeled. Meanwhile, just kind of going back to the portion of this that Molly is kicking behind at, all of the stuff that is literally stuff, artwork and everything that's being photographed, this is all going to, probably in a very ceremonial kind of way, is that the right word? Is going to get thrown away today. It's going to be a big moment. She'll have access to all of it on Dropbox. I got cut off. Okay, so she's going to have access to all of this in Dropbox because Molly's taking those pictures. She's going to put them all in Dropbox, and she's going to share that folder, that link with Maria, who's now on Dropbox, so she can have all the pictures. Right?
Oh no, gosh. You're helping me.
I was keeping an eye on things, and it looked like everything was going well.
Well,
how did you feel?
I think I made one mistake. I think I put 2,000.
Came back outside for my favorite honeysuckles while she's talking to Kevin about some more of her stuff. It's totally worth mentioning the bigger picture of what we're doing here with Maria. Our purpose in coming here to help Maria for 2 days was never about swooping in and just doing all of this for her. My purpose in everything that I do is to try to teach people to be equipped on their own to know how to do whatever it is that they want to accomplish within the space of memory keeping. And that's the most satisfying, rewarding thing ever, is seeing people light up and feel like they know what they are doing. We're gonna leave here this afternoon. we're not coming back to St. Louis anytime soon, and Maria is on her own, and she's got it. She totally knows what she's doing. Yes. So as we are leaving Maria's house, and she's such a good trooper. I know you guys are like there rooting for her and cheering for her, but we're gonna wrap up, and I have a couple last things to cover. So Maria, when you think differently now about how you used to with like all of the photos, how's that shifted for you?
Well, I don't feel obligated to use every single photo that I have. I can go in, I can pick and choose, and really just tell the story I want to tell instead of...
So with bins, you used to have in big bins.
Yes.
Now what? How does that move forward for you?
Well, I used to have everything in big bins. I mean, I probably had 4 or 5 of them, and I would just stuff stuff in them. Now I took all those bins, and I put them on the table, and I just started sorting in piles. Each kid has their own pile, and then I was able to just focus on one child and then take his pile and separate it into years and things like that so that it was organized. And then it became much more manageable.
So a reminder on that, when you do this and you categorize and you make your piles, like remember this whole thing that we talked about, you put on your blinders and you literally don't even think about the other stuff once it's somewhere else. Just focus on what you're working on. So you used to have this major issue that you tried to go take a picture with your phone and then there wasn't space because you had like, how many pictures?
Over 19,000 pictures on my phone.
Yeah, that's a big deal. And that's clutter, you were feeling the burden of that.
Yes.
So then tell me the role that Dropbox is now playing into how this is all working.
Well, Dropbox allows me to get it all off the cloud. It allows me, which means I can get it off of my phone. And plus, I now know where my pictures live. I didn't know where my pictures lived.
So another question I'm wondering, you learned how to use the Project Life app. What's the main way you think you'll use the app?
I think I'll use it when I'm sitting at soccer practice waiting for it to get over.
Okay.
I mean, I'll make good use of my time and I'll feel good about it because I'll be getting pages done. Because I still have...
So what is like the number one thing that you feel like is the game changer?
For me, it's probably the process. It gave me a framework that I could go in and tackle that because it was overwhelming. And I would look at it and I would just have to turn away and walk away. It was...
Okay, we're grabbing lunch on the way to the airport at Lion's Choice, which we've never heard of before, but holy yum. Yeah, this is good stuff. Who cares about a good sandwich when we just had the best experience ever with Maria? So we're on our way to the airport. We're driving right now. I'm not. See, I'm safe. Molly's driving, and I'm wondering, Molly, what was one of your favorite experiences from doing that?
I love that Maria wasn't a scrapbooker to start with. She clearly loves her memories and has held on to them, but she learned so much along the way, and I know she will have great progress.
And that cut off, but Molly was saying she's gonna have follow through, and that's, I agree. Like, that's totally what we picked up on very quickly with Maria, is she's got this. She's totally gonna have success with it, and we loved the whole thing. By the way, as I'm walking through the airport, we have a lot of new people all the time, so I want to mention something to you. When it comes to having the right tools and supplies to help you work on your memory keeping, Project Life is found in every major craft retailer. You saw that we went to Michael's. Michael's is actually the one who hosted this contest that Maria won to have us come do photo rescue. Anyway, but also we have the widest range of Project Life that you could ever want in one place online at beckyhiggins.com, and our full shop is there. So make sure you check that out too. Free shipping after $35. I don't know what happened. I have no idea who ordered this chocolate molten cake at Chili's at the airport. I have no idea who would have used these 2 spoons to lick the plate clean.